okay. The fuck was this guy doing? Tashin's like praying. Oh, butterfly? We're back, baby. We fought a giant fucking... We fought a giant whatever the fuck that was.
Tashin!
Oh, and Tashin.
Tashin!
My boy!
My boy. My boy. And the necklace is still... There are other ways than the ones you give out.
Against all odds, you found another way.
I mean, I killed it.
You hunters are incredible. You chose a path that we never could.
Tashin, we can choose. Arkfeld chose too. It found its own way to live. So did the other Guardians. Now, it's time for the Keepers to step away from duty and truly live. Thank you for everything.
Getting all teary-eyed. What did she say? Oh! The credits? The credits? Loading into textures. Is that really the end of the base game? Senior producer Ryuzi Sugimoto. Oh, wow. Okay. Alright then. So that's like the end. Well, at least like for now anyway. This is like main game. You fought like, of course, Big Bitch, Soshia, right? I kind of like, you know, I kind of got infuriated towards like the end, right? Like, bro, what's all this like what's all this like nitpicking around of like trying to find like a way to stop like Zoshia and all the Dragon Torch bullshit? Bro, I just kill things. I'm a hunter. Yeah, but this was cool. This was nice, right? So I played like Rise, World, pretty much those two, and now Wilds. In terms of like story, I probably would say like World a little bit. So like the ranking order like between those three games for the Khaiza, World is good and in the first world is good for storytelling. Third would be Rise, and Wilds is like in the middle, right? I think my thing is they try to ham it up too much on like the story of Wilds. Right? Like, it's cool, but I don't know if it's like extraordinary, right? I don't know if it's extraordinary like Wilds-ish, Wilds stuff, you know? Yeah, like you start off with like this like little boy that was like, you know, not flees from his tribe, then meets up with the hunters, and you go through all these like, you know, different places. Or is there more? Is there more? Oh, no. Oh, okay. Yeah, you go through like these different places. You just do like Scooby-Doo investigations, right? Not like world investigations where you have to like sniff some funk, right, to find like the monster and stuff. No, it was rather like just going from point A to point what was it, one place to another place, finding out more clues about Nata's like tribe, and we eventually find his tribe, which are like the Keepers, this like ancient civilization of, you know, superior tech and intellect, and they have been not manually, they have been artificially been creating like monsters, right, to act as like guardians, and guardians are, you know, like the protectors of the Keepers, right? Without them, right, their civilization would like cease to exist, right? And then we have like Zoshia, which is kind of like, you know, right? Yeah, like the root of it all, you know? He's kind of like the funk, even though he's like a guardian, but like he's tied to like this like important feature called the Dragon Torch, and he had to like, you know, kill it, right? But yeah, there's like a lot of these like moments in the game where it's like, is it wrong to like kill like even like Tashin, like all of like the Keepers? Is like, is it wrong to kill the monsters? They even ponder, is like, yeah, it's kind of wrong because they're guardians, right? They're like protectors. They also are like, you know, lost fragments of like our knowledge and fuck's sake, but they're monsters. They're destroying the ecosystem or habitat, right? I mean, like, you have to kill them, which we ultimately did. I was like, you know, what was it? Not monkey pod, but what was it? Led astray. That like, oh, are they gonna find like a different like route or alternative? I was like, oh, typical like anime bullshit. Life presents you another way type shit. No, you just kill the bitch. You just kill the bitch, right? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I did like, you know, the exploration of like each area and their like significance and their effect on like the ecosystem, at least with the apex predators. That was a really cool like design, like, you know, yeah, because like in the previous worlds they're like just flat areas with like no like story, right? Which is, you know, okay, you go there to like hunt, not really like, well, I mean, exploration is also the key, but you go there to like hunt, but like in here it's like you go to each section, each area of the game, and it's like, okay, what does this present me here? What is its story? What are its characters? Things like that. You never like notice that in like in the other Monster Hunters, right? You don't know like what their inhabitants or like, you know, the locals are, right, or things like that. So that's a really cool touch. I would give it like a second, but I don't know, maybe like Worlds gave me a lot better feelings of like awe and like where's the story like taking us, you know? Like, man, fucking fighting like the Xenomorph baby, or even like, you know, Shara Ishvalda, right? Like this like giant like titan from like the earth, not really like titan, but like this elder dragon titan that has like multiple forms, like it's like a saga, you know? Like, damn, bro, I'm still remembering that shit. I'm like, bro, I gotta look back at those videos, bro. I was like, in here, like, I fought apexes, right, upon apexes upon apexes, right? They weren't really much of a challenge, except for maybe, like, the fish and the tentacle monster. Raydao and, like, Arkveld, I fought those bitches a lot, so I know their frame data, right? They're relatively, like, easy considering, like, all the previous, like, betas before, but, like, yeah, you just, like, fight them. Pretty much it. And then the weather, like, clears up, right? Which is, like, you know, they're tied to, like, you know, specific sections, so that's a really cool, like, incentive, motivation. Because when you first, you know, encounter the monsters, they're like, oh, right, they're fucking up the land, and once you kill them, you get to see a brighter version of the land, better, like, weather, better ecosystem for, the game, right? Which is kind of, like, blurred out with all this, like, rain and fog and all that shit. But once you open up, it's like, wow, this game's gorgeous, you know? So, yeah, I mean, I dig that, right? Each, like, area has significance. It's like what I would say for Monster Hunter Wilds, right? Everything has, like, significance. Where, like, in the old games, it's like the story, like, you know, the main, like, plot characters are, like, what the motivating factors. Rise, I remember, and that's why I gave it a, like, a third, because I don't think there was anything in, like, in Rise. You just fight the monsters, you fight Magna Malo, and then you fight, like, Narwa and Ibushi, and there's some, like, plot stuff. It's like, you know, the Dragon Sisters that they're, like, tied to the monsters, right? But never really expressed as much, you know? Right? They're just there. Probably, like, in the end, you know, maybe, like, more cutscenes about, like, the other plot characters, but not really anything else. Like, it didn't get me motivated. When you see, like, new monsters, you just see, like, cutscenes and that's it. But there's no other, like, you know, things to incentivize you to keep, like, going in, like, Wilds. Except for maybe, like, the rampages and stuff. But rampages, like, wear you down after, like, a bit. But yeah, like, Wilds is a really good take on, like, you know, what they've been doing with their, lore stuff, you know? Or not lore stuff, sorry, for their story stuff, for their narrative. May not be, like, the best, but at least it's, like, my opinion, it, like, incorporates everything. It incorporates everything of Monster Hunter. Not just hunting monsters, not, you know, things like that, but it incorporates characters, story, weather, lore, you know, things like that. Things you only see if you're a Monster Hunter veteran, but this just flat out tells you, like, yeah, it's a story, and, like, it shows you what the hell is up. Oh. We haven't seen this bitch since the beginning. Handsome man.
Found the Keeper's village. And unraveled the mystery of the White Wraith.
Right?
They even managed to see the boy home safe. Truly impressive. However, to learn that it was artificial life.
The Guardian Arkveld scoured the land for a more lucrative energy source. By absorbing the properties of those sources, it was able to achieve a higher state of living.
Unfortunately, after learning predation, it became unable to control its intake of wyvern milk.
The milk.
Intoxicated by the surplus of energy, it descended into madness.
Huh.
These were the findings of the expedition?
Yes, sir. But this report has just come in.
What's that?
Wyveria's ultimate guardian, Zoshia, awoke from its resting place. It fed off the Dragon Torch, the heart of the Forbidden Lands ecosystem, to evolve itself. And by doing so, threw the weather of the surrounding regions into disarray.
So we had to kill it. We were justified.
Of the long-term repercussions, Avis Unit made the agonizing decision to put Zoshia to rest. A life-altering end. Just as Alma said, that hunter is something else.
I mean, I am pretty good at what I do.
Sir, if I may, why do you think the people of Wyveria created the Guardians? For what purpose would they endanger themselves with monsters like Zoshia?
That's also a good question. I never thought about that. Yeah, thank you.
I dare not dishonor them with conjecture.
Why not? Excuse me?
The details require finesse, but it seems the door is open to diplomatic overtures between East and West. The Guild, I know, is eager to open communications with the Forbidden Lands.
No. We will hold off. Should that branch be extended, it must be from them.
They must accept our hand, not the other way around.
More importantly, this dragon torch, was it? Uncontrollable energy, upon which an entire ecosystem depends. They intend to continue their research on it, and the artificial monsters.
While it's safe for now, the Dragon Torch and Guardians are in a precarious balance. There are worries surrounding its artificial nature.
My take is this. Both mankind and their creations play a role in the ecosystem. If nothing else, nature will always surpass humanity's expectations. This expedition was not seen through without flaw. But so long as there are hunters, we can handle whatever may come.
Oh, goddamn, this shit looks gorgeous. Oh, Nata becomes a hunter.
Nata! Alma! Hunter!
Damn, he looks good.
Is it true?
What's true?
Come on.
Where are we going? I've been there before. Fur? Rocks? An egg? A baby...
It's Arkveld's.
Oh, I was right. I was thinking it. Baby Arkveld?
Will to live always finds a way.
Life finds a way?
From one generation to the next.
So what is this, baby Arkveld? A funky looking cat, I'm sorry. So they find a new place to venture? Is that the idea? Yeah, here I am. Monster Hunter complete. Oh, that's the title of the mission? Damn. Right? I'm Hunter rank 8. Your palico has been increased. Pendants. Hope Scarf. Bridger of Harmony.
Good morning. Did you have a good rest?